Hey everybody, wanted to take a minute and explain today's video. You know, every now and then somebody asks me a question that's a fairly crappy question, but lately I've been getting a lot of them. So I kind of felt the need to do a video on all the crap that they're talking about. Hadn't really wanted to, because, I was hoping we'd be above all that, but anyway, the crap we're talking about is manure. You'd be amazed how many people want to know what we do with all the manure here. So I thought I'd go over it with you guys and show you what we do with it, what we're going to try and do with it, what we have been doing with it, things like that. So I figured I'd walk you through the crap of Thistledew Farm, one step at a time, and that way you guys can get a better handle on what we do with all the crap here. Alrighty then, let's get started. I guess we're just going to jump right into Manure Identification 101. This is horse manure. You can see all the individual nuggets left behind. These are in various states of decay, decomposition, whatever you want to call it. And over here we have a small pile of cow manure. Notice it's basically one single clump. It actually comes out as 3 or 4 clumps, but then it solidifies and it's basically turned into one giant muffin. Doesn't have the individual nuggets that the horses do. It's more like just one big cow pie. So, you guys think you have that under control, or do I need to show you some more manure? Y'all are a pretty smart crowd that I got following the page, so I think y'all got a handle on manure identification. So let's move on to collection. Alrighty then. Well, moving on to collection, it ain't rocket science. Grab yourself a rake. They do have muck rakes that you can use, but usually muck rakes, the cheaper ones, have plastic tines, and it doesn't take long for those things to break, and then you just got this big piece of plastic without any tines on it. That's not much of a rake. But yeah, you just rake it up into a big pile, and then you come along with your shovel afterwards, shovel it in the wagon, which Shiloh is trying to eat. Shiloh, get away from there. Go on. And normally what we've done in the past is a lot of nothing, honestly. We tried to bust up the piles as best you could, but other than that, we didn't really have an efficient way of getting rid of them. So we just tried to bust up the piles, and that way it would help keep the flies and the bugs down. you know, if you bust open a pile of manure, you can actually see a bunch of flies and bug larvae in there. And it ain't gonna take long before those bugs start hatching. But if you break up the piles, then the bugs won't get in there and reproduce or lay their eggs or whatever it is bugs do. So you're going to cut back on the number of flies and irritating insects that you have for the animals. Now, however, we got this cool little wagon thing that's known as a manure spreader. Normally they're pretty good sized wagons, but this one is small enough to be able to tote around on a four-wheeler, or a garden tractor for that matter. Whew. All right, can I have the wagon now, Shiloh? Yeah, farming's good for you, huh? Fresh air, sunshine. Yep. Well, that's half of it. What do you think, Shiloh? Oh. What do you think, baby? About ready to eat? Gonna be time to eat soon. You're a sweet girl. All right, y'all. Well, the wagon's full for right now. And all my wagons seem to have one wheel messed up. Every one of them. And they're all, something's weird with each one. So right now I've got 0 working wagons out of the 4 that I've got. So looks like tomorrow I'm going to be stopping on the way home and picking up some wagon wheels. But once I can move these things around, I'm going to bring the manure spreader over here and load her up, and you know, hopefully we'll get enough load for a run. But I'll follow up with you guys tomorrow and show you how it all works, and we'll go from there. All right, appreciate y'all.